Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Weekly DLC. I'm one of your hosts, Karosh, joined always by my co-hosts, Daniel Vargas.
Yo.
And Daniel Jang.
Onigiri.
If you're not familiar with what we do, we come to you each and every week to podcasting services of your choice, from tables like this or others, and we talk about nerdy stuff, comics, games, movies, everything in between. We have some fun. We hope you have some fun. This is episode 135. I incorrectly said that last week. Last week's was 134.
34.
This is 135.
I didn't catch that.
I didn't realize until I was uploading. I'm like, oh, shit. So thank you for joining us. If this is your first time, I hope it's fun. Let us know what you think. If you can take some time to leave us a review, iTunes, anywhere that it allows you to, we appreciate it. It's just a few seconds of your time, but it means a lot to us. And with that, let's jump into the topics. It's a hot summer night. Wearing headphones and
Sweaty.
sweaty. Yeah. All right. After you, Jane.
So, there was a game that got released this week, Final Fantasy VIII, and I remember there's a really good mini game in there. So, what are some of the best mini games that you have played in a video game? And I'll start off with Final Fantasy VIII, the card game. It's just super addicting. Makes you want to play card games.
What was it? Like a unique card game, or was it a playoff? Of
It was like
solitaire
a
or poker or something.
It was like it's a weird card game, but it's like a 3x3x3, and the purpose of the card is you need to like flip. You need to defeat the cards with a higher number.
Yeah.
So like certain cards. There's four sides to a card, so like there's different numbers.
Yep.
To the side, but you want to like you want to like I don't know if you flip them or you just defeat them.
No, you flip them. So ultimately, what happens is if you flip a card and a card like above is your card has a higher number, you gain control of that card.
Okay.
And so whoever has the
most
control of the
cards.
most cards on the board wins the end of the game.
I see.
But then there's different things because like if you have like cards that are like your own cards that are touching and they have the same number, it boosts the numbers on one of the cards, and so even though it says like it's 6 and this guy has a 7, you still win because of the boost. Those are things I don't remember very well, but there's a lot more to it than
Is it something that you can access at any point in the game, or just like
you have to get to a certain point in a game
to play it like. Yeah. In the beginning, you find the cards for it, and then there's a point, where it unlocks, and then like any character that has a special icon over it, you can play them for special cards that they only drop or whatever.
Oh, okay.
The only thing that sucks about that game is when people change the rules on you. Oh, we live here, so we play it like this. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so there'll be rules where it's like the lowest number wins.
Okay.
Yeah.
But sometimes you'll be like, yeah, whatever, cool, and then you just start playing, you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Immediately lose the first round.
But it makes me want to pick up Final Fantasy VIII. I don't have it, but...
Add another game to the list?
Yeah.
Do you have any, Marcus?
I was trying to think of one specific, but it's Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking back to as well.
I mean, there's a ton of them. There's one where you were like, your Lickitung.
Yeah.
You had to grab
the sushi?
Yeah, the sushi one.
I love the sushi.
You couldn't just grab the hot sushi because it like stung you. You were stunned.
It was almost like that game had like Mario Party within it, but it was Pokemon Mario Party.
They did such a great job with those games, though.
Yeah,
there's
all the
the Ekans ring
yeah,
toss.
Yeah.
There's the Magikarp, the highest jump, and so if you bounce at the right time, you go higher and higher and higher.
Yeah.
There is the Kakuna.
Yeah.
Where you can harden. You had to harden when the rock hits
at the right time.
And then, and what I loved about that one is there was like rare occasions where someone was the Kuna or whatever, the bee drill Cocoon version.
Oh no, Kakuna there was Metapod and Kakuna.
Yeah, but like I feel like Metapod was always like the standard one, and the Kakuna was always the
other one,
like very rare, but it came up or whatever. So yeah, that's mine. The Lickitung.
Yeah, that was a good one. That game had so many to pick from. I'm gonna think. You actually brought up a good point, Jang. Card games in bigger games tend to like have this like I don't know some aspect of them is addictive, and it plays well to RPGs. I think because I'm interested. I'm more curious about what mini games they have versus like just the idea of it.
Right.
I don't know. Did you guys have any thoughts on that?
I mean, it looks fun, but it's just I've never gotten one of the Olympic Games, and I don't think I'm gonna get it. So.
Meh.
Some
have
more
friends.
info on Damon Ex Machina.
Yeah, they're gonna add a.
I still don't know what the hell this thing is.
I don't know if it's because like, so Astral Chain has
Mhm.
come out.
Mm-hmm.
It similar to this. I heard the name, no fucking clue, and now it's like one of the highest rated games that Nintendo has.
You think the similar trajectory?
I'm hoping because this is one I'm interested in because
Mechs.
Machina, mechs, yeah. So we'll see. I mean,
Biggest news of the direct: Jedi Outcast 2
but not Jedi Academy.
coming in the future,
Yeah, it just
but
says
it's not the better one.
Jedi. No, it's Jedi Outcast and the first version of that are coming out.
With Jedi Academy coming later, they've made a statement after.
The
Did they
only-
really?
Yes.
Okay.
The only reason why I'm not excited for this, I mean, I think it's good news. I love the mods on it, and I don't think you'll be able to mod this version,
I never
like
really
cutting
looked
off the
them up.
limbs.
Yeah,
and-
that was the first. It worked even on the demo discs that you get from magazines. I played that demo disc so many times. I don't know.
I'd still pick it up.
Yeah.
I'm for sure gonna pick it
that
up.
was my
Nostalgia.
favorite Jedi Out Night game because it had an equal parts first person shooter, equal parts like Jedi stuff, and it handled force powers pretty cool.
Do you know the price point?
I don't. I think it's like 30. I'm guessing.
20, please. 20.
I
It'd
think
be
it's gonna
cool
be
if it's
30.
fun.
It's a bigger game. I think it's gonna be 30.
20.
No, actually, it's gonna be 35.
20.
34.99.
I don't know what else.
After that, it was they announced shoot, what is the RPG? The other RPG, the
Wait, we didn't
Xeno
talk about-
Chronicles.
I don't see Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, they mentioned Animal Crossing.
Well, before that, they announced Xenoblade.
Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles,
Xenoblade,
the
that's
definitive
They're
edition.
doing the definitive edition, which that one is I'm more interested in picking up.
That's the JRPG.
It had
Isn't it huge?
It
though?
didn't have huge reviews. It's I mean it's bigger than like a standard not
compared
like a
to like
standard.
Dragon Quest, the one that's
Yeah,
called-
Dragon Quest I think is huge.
To
Like
my
you're saying the
knowledge-
demo is 20 hours. I'm not.
It's the spiritual successor to Xenogears, or am I
This
wrong?
is the one that came out on the 3DS when they were like new 3DS can only play it,
Yeah.
but like revamped.
Wait, what's the one? So it's not the same one that was on the Switch in the beginning.
That was Xenogear.
Oh,
Xenoblade
Which-
Chronicles.
No,
Xenogears is something else. That's the
Oh.
PlayStation.
then
Yeah.
it was It was there was one that came out.
yeah, and it's Xenoblades as well. So
Yeah, but
okay,
it wasn't
if this
that
is the 3DS one, okay, then I might pick this one up because that's the one that has the good reviews. Because
Okay.
when this one got mentioned, people were like, yes.
Okay.
So that's the one I'm more interested in. And then after that, they showed Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
They did a message from Tom Nook.
Tom Nook.
He
Hmm.
said, can't get overwork on my
8
time.
player on an island. That's actually pretty big.
Craft items.
Yeah, I'm curious. That's coming out early next year. So
Yeah.
Start crafting handguns in the game.
Whoa. Then ban them.
We craft, but we don't ban.
I don't know. I thought it was a pretty damn good direct.
I mean, after that, Sakurai fucking
Oh yeah, he did his whole
too controlling.
I felt things are missing. I thought there was gonna be Bayonetta. I was expecting Bayonetta. I was expecting Metroid Prime.
The thing with Metroid was because of that statement that they were like, we're going back to start over.
Mhm.
I was like, I don't think I'll hear about this for like at least a year and a half. That was my mindset. I'm like,
I was
oh,
expecting.
they did mention last
Devil
time.
May
they-
Cry.
No, yeah, they
Yeah.
mentioned Devil May
Is that
Cry
even
too.
Yeah.
And a date and a name for the Breath of the Wild sequel. It was like Land of the Elders or something. 2020.
That's insane.
I thought they were gonna talk about. I always hope no more heroes. Port never. It's never gonna come out. No More Heroes 3 didn't mention anything about that. Yeah.
It's for another direct, dude.
40. Yeah, that was for 40 minutes. That was pretty.
It's
That's a
packed.
good pace too. The way they did
It's
it,
fucking
like that's
packed.
how all directs need to be. Like it reminded me of Microsoft. Microsoft is very similar paced like that. Like boom, 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 boom. Like next games after games after games.
I was happy.
Yeah, it was good.
Too
It's
happy.
good. It was good.
Which leads me into your topic.
Being too happy. No.
Being
so-
overwhelmed with how happy I am.
Yeah, man. I mean, with the current section of games, there's so many things coming out. We got like all the Nintendo games that we just mentioned. We have
November.
November's packed.
Borderlands coming out.
We got Borderlands this month. We have Borderlands coming out.
Link.
Gears of War 5.
Gears of War came out for those that play that.
Gears of War 5 is. We have
WoW Classic just came out.
Iceborne.
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter is about to come out.
No, that already came out. Comes up today. Well, this is a recording.
Yeah.
There's so
Destiny
many games.
2,
Catherine came out Tuesday.
Catherine,
So many games.
Astral
So-
Chain,
Astral Chain.
Over
and then all
no.
and then all the Ori and the Blind Forest come to Switch.
Oh my god! This month.
So my topic
And then
is
November Pokemon's coming out.
how do you guys choose what games to pick up when there are so many games coming out in so little time? How do you guys choose? What do you guys do? What are your guys' thoughts on how to choose the right game and how not to choose the right game? And I'll start out, dude, because I said in the last podcast that I wasn't to get Monster Hunter if Rajan came out. I lied.
You're not getting it?
I don't think I'm going to get it. The only reason is because I want to focus on the game. And I've decided that I want to get back into Borderlands.
Ooh.
So, and that comes out the week that this recording comes out.
Borderlands.
It comes
Gets-
out the 16?
Borderland
Or
gets
13?
a 35 Metacritic. You still get it?
Yeah. Doesn't matter. I'm
It's
not
all
about the
about my
scores.
experience.
Anthem.
Yeah.
Anthem.
I still would have gotten it.
You
I mean,
got it.
I did get it, yeah. Yeah, I don't base it off of the Metacritic. But anyways, yeah,
I think for me, I would care less about the Metacritic. I care more about why I got that. If it was for bugs, like if it's not working,
Mhm.
then I'd be like,
cockroaches.
Yeah.
gotta stomp this game out.
No, I think the decision was because when they announced Rajang, it's not from the get-go. Like, he's coming a month later. So I think I can wait to pick up Iceborne.
Oh, in October.
Yeah. So I can wait for Iceborne.
But how long are you playing Borderlands for?
I mean, have you seen how long people have like 1,500 hours on?
What I'm saying is you're waiting a month. Are you going to be waiting a month, or are you going to drop off on Borderlands? You want to focus on Borderlands? Like, that's what I'm saying.
So the way that I play games, more than likely I'd be done with Borderlands within that month. So more likely I'd be done with that. But then at the same time, there's going to be Link's Awakening. There's going to be Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And those are two games that I have the voucher for already set up. So
Witcher 3.
Death Stranding.
I'm not picking up Witcher 3.
Death
There's going to
Stranding.
be Death Stranding. There's just so many fucking games,
November.
dude. So I mean, I could easily pick up Monster Hunter now, but it's just I don't think it's gonna have the time that I need to give it. So I think I can wait for it.
Okay.
But that's one thing for me.
So
But for you guys,
WoW Classic is the status.
no. So I thought I was gonna go crazy on WoW Classic. I thought I was gonna be like like thinking about it like night and day. Like I almost thought. I mean, before the game even came out, I was thinking like I'm gonna bring my laptop to work on my lunch. Just knock out an hour or so.
So, the way you felt confident about that, is it different for Borderlands?
Yeah, no. Borderlands is just a game that I do want to like play. Like I'm not excited for the. I don't know about the game. I just know that I've loved the previous games, and I feel like I just want to experience this in a new form. I don't want to go back to an old game. I want to go to it in a new format. So I'm excited for Borderlands 3 in that sense. But I'm not like it's not like hype like Classic was for me,
Yeah.
But yeah, Classic I'm playing casually. I'm not like I'll play like an hour maybe in like a day or two. I'm not playing very much of it.
How do you pick, Jane? What's your process?
It's a different process now. This new Jang.
New Gen Jang.
He plays Diablo 3.
Yeah, we go back. We we go back 7 years.
Overwatch then.
No.
Season. Are they going to just start with new season, or are they going to start with the?
I think of it more of so usually when I play games, with the exception of Diablo 3, I think of it in a streaming standpoint. So I need to play games that'll make me grow. So I can't. I was gonna pick up Monster Hunter, which is crazy when that Rajang dropped, but I was like, dude, if I play that and I stream it, I'm just gonna be buried alive. And so I'm just gonna keep on playing my really old backlog. So I don't know what's next. I think either Undertale or Uncharted 4 or Mass Effect.
Well, what about the other games you want to buy?
Well, I'm talking about like games now.
Not play, but buy.
The only one that I'm really hyped for is Death Stranding. I will drop everything and stream it. I don't care if I'm buried alive. That is the only game.
But my question is, how do you choose? Like, is it just because it's Hideo Kojima? Like, that's why?
Yeah.
But I mean, you're also picking up Nintendo Switch games.
Yes.
You're going to be picking up. So why? How do those come into play?
They're.
It's just because it's a
I'll
portable.
probably play it on the side, but not like streaming, and it won't be a lot. I mean, I'm playing Diablo 3 on the side, and I'm really tired because I'll stream and then I'll play Diablo 3 when I get off stream.
And that's why you'll pick up the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I'll
games,
play
because
it
those
all
are
the-
going to be like on the side and
Yeah.
stuff. Okay.
It'll be on the side. I don't know why I'm playing Diablo 3, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna finish the season. It's fun, but I'm just gonna finish it. And I was hyped for Monster Hunter, but I think of it more of a streaming standpoint. I need to play games that will grow my channel and play. And also, my backlog is crazy. Dude, I constantly get shit for not playing Fallout 3 and Mass Effect, and those are games that would grow my stream and at the same time defeat my backlog. So
I think Fallout 3 would be good for you.
Did you ever finish Doom?
Wolfenstein,
Oh, what's that?
Near Automata, like
You
there's
did?
all these. I mean, I
Side
don't
quests.
finish, but I do lose interest in. It's weird now. I used to be really focused on platinums, but I don't know if the platinum's like not too difficult. I just lose interest. Like if it's not, I'm really focused on Amnesia. Like that's all really hard platinum, and I'm still gonna do scary games
Okay.
every week, which is my most successful like streaming. Like people watch me play scary games,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna keep that.
You should knock out Near Automata right away with the platinum before you lose interest.
That's not
I
that
already
bad.
lost interest. So
Side quest. You killed it for yourself.
Just get
Oh,
on real
it's like-
quick, buy the trophy.
Every
and-
time we tell him,
and
don't
finish
do the
the game.
side quest.
well, I mean, I
Don't do
beat it though. So
Yeah, but like by the time you beat it, you were like so tired of it, right?
Wait, when you got to the point where it asked you that question,
Yeah.
like, do you want to get rid of the?
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, it's third playthrough.
beat it.
I didn't. I literally
Uh,
platinumed it before I got to that point, and then I just did that, and
And
that's why I was
ending
able to-
E, and I didn't do it because I didn't get the platinum yet. But
It's
I'm
never
gonna,
gonna
I'm
get
gonna. It's easy. You just buy the trophy.
Yeah,
It's
but
fun.
I got the platinum before I got to that point, and then I just allowed it.
But I want to get one trophy legitly, the upskirt one, Kojima Hentai.
you haven't done that yet.
No,
Dude, first
You
thing
looked
I-
under that thing, dude.
I know, but you got to do it like really long or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he did.
Really long.
So back to the topic. I don't know. I'm struggling with this. I'm trying to answer it myself. I don't know. I think
well, what's your thought process right now? Like, what are the games you plan on picking up, and
all
why?
of them.
Oh, well, then there you go. You just
See,
you
I
don't
won't.
have
See,
anything,
I
you
won't. I
just
won't
pick-
buy the games. Like, I'm not gonna buy Zelda because I won't play it. I won't buy.
playing Zelda.
I won't play. I won't play Astral Chain. So
I've
that
been playing that.
I'm not gonna buy it. See, I regret buying Fire Emblem. I regret buying.
But sometimes
Nintendo
what I
stuff-
don't understand is sometimes you'll say, and I don't maybe I'm not understanding it. You'll say if the Metacritic is above a score, I'm gonna get it.
Mhm.
But then you'll be like, it doesn't fit my stream. So I'm like, are you getting it? Or like, does it
Well,
need to overlap, or is it?
I bought
is
this
it
because of
kind
the
of like-
voucher. Probably, I had
Oh,
vouchers left over, but
Save them, Pokemon, dude.
and like
Do
Nintendo
they-
games rarely go on sale, so like I'm not worried. They're not gonna go away, so
Okay.
they'll always be there, and I'm not gonna play
But
it. So
for those seem like two of the main rules you have. Does one trump the other, or do you try to go for overlap, or do
I
they
would
just
say the
are,
Metacritic trumps everything.
yeah, it probably trumps more.
even if it would get you viewers? Like if it's a game that you're like, this is a horror game, it's got a 20 on Metacritic, but it's been talked about a lot. What do you do?
I
Like
would
that-
buy it. If it got a 20, I probably wouldn't buy it.
You
but
would
if it's getting like huge
Ta-
reviews,
like
'cause it
Kojima
scares,
talks about it.
even though it's a shitty game.
Damn, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I would have to be in that situation.
Okay, so circumstantial.
Yeah.
But those are your two primary purchasing guidelines.
Unless it's a game I really care about, and the only game that I really care about is Death Stranding right now. That's the super hype.
So there's no
hype,
Metacritic
hype.
for it yet.
Oh,
But what if it
Dude,
got?
if it got a 10, I'd buy it.
Okay,
Fuck.
all right. That's
Dude,
what
it's
my
already
question was.
different. It's so different. So like, it's not. Dude, this guy, he's not gonna get a 10. Like, this guy thinks so outside the box. Like,
It's gonna be a 10 out of 10 though. You know, so
shit.
I don't know. For me right now, I think some purchases I get caught up in the excitement, and it's
yeah,
difficult
I've done
to
it. I've had it. Yeah.
to separate myself from that. Like Fire Emblem, I can't tell whether it was the excitement or it was my genuine interest because I do enjoy tactics style games. But as I've played what little I have and what I'm hearing about, it's much more of like a sim sort of game, and that's the less unpopular opinion. That's the less enticing part for me.
Yeah.
But then I'll look at games like
Astral Chain.
Astral Chain. Yeah, that one was an instant buy because I love the creator, Nier Automata.
Mm-hmm.
I love Platinum games like Vanquish. I haven't even played Bayonetta, but I love Vanquish and I love Nier Automata. And I saw enough gameplay of it. I'm like, I don't know enough about the story. Never really grabbed me, but I'm like, the gameplay will get me, and I'll talk about it when we get into the chat. But I'm chipping away at it. I think platform has an impact for my purchases. Like, games will come out on PC. Like, what's one? I don't know. There'll be some games where I'm like, this would be. I would only play this on PC, but I'm like, I don't want to play this on PC.
I also have to say, like specifically, like platform wise, I'm more open to picking up more games on Switch than I am anywhere else. Because with Switch, I can take it and I can have options while I'm somewhere. As for like PlayStation, I'm probably only gonna be sticking with that one game that I've purchased. So I don't want to be buying 3 games on PlayStation at the same time because I'm not gonna play all 3.
Yeah.
Certain games, dude, I would buy only on PS4 because of the trophies.
Yeah.
Like the trophies is like a must.
So. World is one that, like I said, I wasn't gonna I wasn't really enticed to jump back to anytime soon, but I had an itch to get back to. And then when I saw Rajang, I was sort of like, I feel like this is where I want to go. But then I was like, this is tough because I know Destiny's coming, and that's in October.
Mm-hmm.
And before then, both Borderlands and Monster Hunter are coming out, and those are grindy games. And I'm like, fuck. So, and I'm planning on playing both of them. So I'm like,
that's where I don't think, like, I know you want to pick up.
I already
Monster Hunter.
got Monster Hunter.
Okay, never mind. Forget
but
it. I was gonna say don't do it, but it's too late.
The thing I'm thinking with Monster Hunter is
then.
I'm not in a rush to get to endgame.
I know.
And so for me, whether I got it now or whether I got it later, I just was like, I'll just do it now because I wanted to get the steel case. I probably could have waited.
I think for me though,
but I like the where I was going with it was, if I just jump in and do a hunt or a couple of hunts, I don't mind. Like, I don't have to be like, I need to grind out this armor set. I'll be like, if anyone I know is online, I'll help them. I'll get materials. I'll use it eventually. I like just the hunting. And it's been so long since I played World that it'll feel new again. Yeah. Borderlands is definitely, that would be a PC game that I'd be playing. And I like Destiny and Borderlands enough to be like, okay, I'll sit at my desk. But like we didn't talk about it yet, but when I started up WoW to look at what like character creation was, I was like, I don't know, just because of the whole like sitting at my desk to play a different I don't know. It was I was in a mode to be like, I want to be on my Switch or I want to be on the couch or something, and I'm kind of like in this weird place where I'm like, Destiny's not. I've stepped away from it for a little bit. I'm like, oh, I want to cleanse my palate.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. Like, there's a bunch of these small games that I'm just like, my Switch, I'll literally start one up, play like 10 minutes, close it, be like, I don't know if I feel like that, and and I don't know if that's good or not.
But you wouldn't do that with a PlayStation. You wouldn't like load up a game and be like, like 10 minutes, like.
No, it's only on my Switch because of how quickly I can.
And that's why I'm willing to pick up more games on the Switch than anywhere else, because I have that option to like play this on and I'll pause that, go to the next game.
We talked about this a few weeks ago, but RPGs are like my kryptonite, but at the same time they're my kryptonite, in the sense that like they're the most enticing purchases for me for like on a Switch or something, especially on the Switch, because I'm like, I can play this lengthy RPG. It's like a Game Boy.
Yeah.
I can play Pokemon on the go, but then I'm like, fuck, this game's so long. I don't know if I can finish it. So like, I still haven't finished Octopath Travel, but I like playing it. Like, I could probably pick it up again right now, not care what the story's going on, and just enjoy the gameplay. The Witcher, I still haven't beaten, and I got it for this. I used one of my vouchers for it on the Switch because I'm like, I think playing it like I'm trying to like. What this is the other thing psychologically. I'm training myself to play mobilely more because when I'm home, it's always docked, and that's how I play it mostly, like a console. I think if I start teaching myself to be like more comfortable playing mobilely, I'll play it. I'll play all my games more, and I'm gonna see how that goes. I'll get back to you guys and see if that actually works, because like my Astral Chain gameplay has increased since I've just like Katie watches something on TV, and that's the other thing. When you have a partner or a roommate or whoever, and they also use the same TV as you, it forces me to be like, what game am I going to be playing more of? I pushed for Monster Hunter despite how I felt, because my PS4 usage has gone down because she's just been watching shows or whatever. And I'm like, oh, it's fine. But I'll now just sit in the same room, we'll talk, and I'll play on my Switch. And so I've been more enticed to buy games on my Switch. And I think I've maybe been a little bit too loose with purchases, because it's like, when am I going to play these?
Yeah.
And why am I spending as much as I have? But I dabble. I don't know.
I'll buy games when, like, I get emails when something's on my wish list is on sale. It's like, oh, yeah, it's on sale. Fuck, it's never on sale.
A lot of the indie games get
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
Mainline, like Yoshi's Island, Yoshi's World, the Yarn one, I had it in my wish list. It's never been on sale. And I'm like, I'm not going to get this anytime soon, because unless I really have like nothing
And then
else.
tomorrow, $15.
If it was like $10 or $15, yeah, I'll probably grab it, just because I'm like,
Exactly.
of how rare it is for Nintendo to have sale. But it's $60 still. I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
I noticed like Black Friday, Nintendo games will get sales. Nintendo
Physical
owned
or digital?
digital,
usually.
Digital?
digital too. Like Nintendo games will get. Because I saw Mario Odyssey, I don't have that, and I was like, oh, it's on sale. Never gonna play it. Shit.
Yeah. It's become more often, because it used to be like buy 2 games at Target. That was the sale.
Right.
And I don't want physical copies
Which
of a lot
is
of
how I
them.
got Neck. And fucking never played it.
But yeah, it's weird. Like I'm trying to be self-aware of like my purchasing,
Yeah.
but like I honestly, after this direct, after the excitement, it was immediate anxiety of like Borderlands, Pokemon, Witcher, Link, Monster Hunter, fuck. And then all this, I was like, I literally told my coworker, I'm like, the only way I can satisfy my interests and my hobbies in games right now is to pursue this as a full-time career.
Fuck.
And even then, I think I'll barely scratch the surface.
It's funny, there are dry periods where like there's no games that we're
And
interested
I
in
waste
for a
that
while.
time.
Yeah.
Well, not waste the time. I just do other
I
stuff.
think this is like the worst year for games. I don't know. I can't think
Best-
of another. Oh
best,
yeah,
worst,
yeah,
yeah.
worst or best. Worst for your
Worst
wallet.
for my wallet, yeah.
Best. This is crazy. Like every game that's come out has gotten really good reviews.
I feel like
It's
this the way things are going, we have to whatever mindset we have to prepare ourselves that there's going to be things like it's like books. You don't have enough time. Like even if you wanted to read every book in the world, it would take multiple lifetimes to do that.
Yeah.
So being okay with that, like it's new for games to be like, what? There's more than 10 games a year? Like we grew up in a time period where
Like
that
one.
was a thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like people nowadays, there's like, I'm even playing fucking mobile games, and I'm like, I'll get to
Did you
that.
get that Pokemon Masters?
Hell yeah, I did. That game is sucking so much of my goddamn time. It is such a grind fest, but I'm so
Alright.
addicted.
So you've been saying like you're gonna pick up. So my thing is, with multiplayer games, I like to follow the wave. Like there's like an initial wave. Like when the game comes out, there's a wave
Mhm.
of people that are going online, doing everything at the same time. I love that, following that wave. So if I skip that wave, it usually means I'm not going to pick that game. Almost nearly.
That
never
wave
at this
has
point.
given me anxiety too much because
So
what
Monster
ha-
Hunter
what-
for me right now has that wave. Like if I don't pick it up now, I'm
Nah.
gonna miss that wave.
Nah.
Well, it's not like a big deal, but if I miss that wave, I won't have that urge to pick that game up later on in
Okay.
life. So that's the thing. So I'm worried that if I don't pick it up now, even when Roger comes out, I'm probably not gonna pick it up soon.
for me, Monster Hunter's gotten to this place where it's just like a comfort of like knowing my way around the field
Yeah.
of the field of battle or whatever. It's like to me there's no like I know I've said in the past I'm like I'm gonna go for the trophies, I'm gonna go for all the armor or whatever. I'm comfortable now being like it. I just want to be at the point in the game where I have access to things, and I just want to enjoy the hunt, either with friends or with randos. It's gotten to the point where it's just fun to play. But with a game like Borderlands, or a level grinding kind of game, where you're like, guys, are we all on the same page? I've had so many times where I'm the one that like doesn't have as much time as other people. I think Division it happened.
Well, I mean, you were going up against me though, so
Fair.
I was like,
But
2 days
even
in, I was already
even
maxed.
before that, with Borderlands 1 and 2, two of my friends didn't have school or work, and I would come back, and then they're on their like end game, and I'm like, they left me in the dust. I was like, I don't know why I expected to be caught up, and so I was just like, this is a solo game for me. And I've tried numerous times with some of these other games, and some people are like, "Oh, dude, you left me," or like, I know myself now to be like, I can't commit to be like, "Hey, are we like with Destiny or with whatever?" I'm like, I'll see you when we're there. Like, you got to end game, I'll meet up with you. Like, I had Destiny planned.
I think like just Discord servers just alleviate that. Like,
Right, but I mean
just-
like with your friends.
Oh,
like
okay.
when you're trying to do with person like
Hmm.
like what I was saying was like Jay, for instance, he's hit me up for Iceborne. He's like, "Hey, I want a regular crew." I'm like, I'm down to play whenever, and whatever you need, I can help. I don't know if I can commit to like regular because I've learned through this podcast and through D&D groups, those are the two big things. Consistency is hard, and when you spread yourself too thin and try to do consistency with so many different things, it's not feasible. So I'm like, I'm hesitant to commit in that way.
Yeah.
But I'm always open if like people are understanding and flexible. So I'm like, I'm not planning on playing Destiny until Shadowkeep comes out. So I'm like, Borderlands is probably gonna get most of my time. Everything else is gonna be sort of here and there when I'm not at my PC or whatever. So
The thing is, what's funny is like, I was gonna say, I don't see Borderlands as a multiplayer game. It is like all Borderlands have had multiplayer in it.
Yeah.
I've only ever played it on my own.
Yeah,
I've
same.
never played it with anyone else.
I've
And
watched
tried
people
to.
play.
I've like started new characters. I go online, but this is obviously like much later in the game's life. So like, I go into a guy who's like level fucking 50. He kills one thing. I'm like, I'm like level 30. I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like, this is not what I want. I want to level normally, but I can't find anyone that's at that same level. Like, they're all already like high ass level.
Well, like with you mentioned Diablo a little bit. I don't like leveling up a character. I want to be at the end of the character so I can do the end game stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I remember when you, me, and Ben used to play Vargas. I would be like, "Hey, can you guys carry me through my levels on this character so I can just..." And we'd crank it out in like half an hour, an
On
hour.
the Switch?
No, it was on PC.
Okay.
This was a long time ago. Yeah, that was fucking long. Did you do?
I don't think it was me.
It was someone else.
It was you, Ben, and someone else.
Yeah, it was someone else. We played Destiny. Yeah, it
we
was someone.
played Destiny.
But like the three of it, me and this other friend and Ben had we had all the items. We knew the fast method. It just took like 30 or 40 minutes, and it would be that much faster if like one or two friends helped and literally went through the harder versions and just you sat back and you were like, "All right, I'm caught up. Now we can do endgame."
I don't think that's satisfying to me. Like, that's why
like,
I didn't do that. Like,
the leveling part is the part I don't like.
I mean, once you do it once, you don't need to keep doing it.
Yeah, if you
You
like
know,
right now you're doing it on one character,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to do like 8 of the other classes,
That's true.
that's where I'm coming at.
But, so, I mean, if you're learning the classes, it's fine. You know, level them to learn the classes. But yeah, like me, I've played every single class. I know how they all work. I don't need to like slowly learn these classes. Like so if I want to make a new character, I kind of want to just get to that end game. But I've also like I've kind of mastered like single playing, getting to fucking max level like super quickly. So I don't have an issue with it. But yeah, it's tedious. I do waste like 4 hours of the day,
Sure.
like getting.
That's
to
what
max
I love
level.
about Monster Hunter is I don't like. You don't have to start from scratch. You'd be like, I have mats. I can just make the top level of some whatever weapon I want, and just it's skill. It's all about
Make
that
it
skill.
real.
Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy how like this is the state of games, and we've talked about it before. And I feel like we're constantly trying to figure out how to approach it or think about it or handle it.
It's not just games too. It's like shows. There's good shows.
It's just
and
attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was several business people were talking about like, we're not just thinking about other game companies as our competitors. We're thinking of the Netflixes,
Right.
the Fortnites, and how much of the attention span those things take.
Attention
our
is the new currency.
Yeah.
It's the new currency.
Because it's just like people are looking at something somewhere, and that's what you're competing against. So it's crazy.
It's true. I might not pick up just Death Stranding.
I don't believe that.
I believe it. I don't know.
Because as of right now, I'm not like I just don't.
I see you playing it.
All my like if I have
The
any
wave.
downtime, like if I'm like at home and like I don't feel like playing anything specific, World of Warcraft. Like
I-
that's the
I can
number
guarantee this, Roberto. Hey, you gotta pick up Death Stranding. It's the best game, yo. The best game this year.
one. Other than that, like I'm gonna have Borderlands. That's gonna be an active game I'm gonna be playing. I have to think about like needing to go online to play that one
Huh.
because if I don't think about that, it's gonna be World of Warcraft. And then once that's done, more than likely it's gonna be Link's Awakening. But
Mhm.
that's not gonna be as a time because that's a mobile
Sure.
thing. I can take that anywhere. And then Pokemon's gonna be a huge one because I'm gonna be dedicating a lot of time to that.
I'm gonna play some Pokemon.
This year has surprised me with just game reviews. Like the games that I thought were not good. I'm not gonna say they're gonna have bad reviews,
Control.
but I thought they were gonna have like 80s, like Fire Emblem, like low 80s. But these games are killing it. And the game that should have a good review, I think Borderlands is not gonna get a good review. I mean, it's not gonna get a great review. It's gonna be 77.
But
I think it's gonna get like
I think
89 to 92.
because for me it's a beefy game. Like there's a lot of content in that game.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
polished.
Yeah, and it's just like the only thing it needs to do is it needs to do first person shooting right. Like that's it. Other than that, like I'll play.
I think it needs a good gameplay loop end game
Yeah,
because it is that kind of game, and the other ones have done so well at that. And then just the personality the
Yeah.
past ones have had is if it nails those things and it has a smooth launch, I think it's got a good road ahead for it.
yeah.
PR wise, they've been doing a lot. So
Yeah.
Comes out
Probably.
when? When does it come out?
The 13th.
Yeah.
This Tuesday, I think. Or
next week,
yeah, it's next week.
the week this podcast
Yeah.
is out.
Watch it pick it up.
I mean, it's only PC. Oh no, it's not
Epic
only
Games?
PC. What am I
Epic.
thinking?
It's only on Epic.
But
Epic Store.
I'm picking it up on Epic Store.
Wait, didn't you say you weren't gonna pick it up on Epic?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, dude, I remember that.
I know. I said I'm
you would
like-
wait 6 months.
I said I'm negative. I said I'm negative on Epic, but it didn't mean I.
It's another install. What installer are you uninstalling? Blizzard.
I have Epic installed already. I mean, I don't need to uninstall anything.
Yeah, that's
I
all I
only
have.
have one grindy game in my life, and that's Diablo. Sorry, but I might pick it up. You never know.
Not Tetris. Tetris is a grind. I think Tetris is a grindy game, but
It feels so good.
it just feels too good.
Tetris is like it's not.
It is the
like,
greatest game ever. I
It's not a
cannot
big- it's not a
believe that
big-
we're in
It's
2019
the
and this
best
game
RPG.
finds new ways.
It's not
to-
a big commitment. You can just like. Well, I mean, I don't
The
think
dailies.
it's.
I
the
just
grind,
feel like
dude.
I'm honed. You know how like Jackie Chan is like almost.
No. Wait till you play Invictus. You're not gonna feel like that.
Okay, I may not be good at doing that, but I feel in my head I'm like,
You know-
I'm not getting. It's just like practicing a mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Katie will like talk to me. And she's like, how are you so good? I'm like,
I'm not.
Years of practice.
I'm like, it's just. I think you have like blocks, like the way you. It's a way of thinking,
Mhm.
and I think she hesitates,
Hmm.
and at least in my opinion, I think it requires quick thinking. It requires a few other things, and I'm like, building those skills.
Mhm.
I feel a direct translation from like seeing that in the game and seeing that in a lot of other aspects of my life, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm exercising those.
It's funny because like one of the keys to success in streams is like be good at a game. And I feel like I'm really good at Tetris. I'm not the best, but I feel like I'm pretty damn good. Like
Second place in the Tetris duos
Jesus
at
Christ.
Cujo 2019.
I need the controller.
Who was it? Tom? Tom's the only one?
Tom and Sonia.
Yeah. I mean, he beat me at Street Fighter. So
Competition.
Losers bracket.
Yeah.
he came in for loser bracket and beat me and then beat me again.
Upset. That was the Daigo.
You should have used the wrong character. That's
Balrog?
the problem.
You guys want to talk? What did you guys do this week?
So my secret announcement was going to be I'm not going to get Monster Hunter, but I already announced that.
Oh.
Been
We'll
playing
see.
World of Warcraft. What's funny is so they're with
Monster is like calling Blizzard's like, "Dude, can you believe this fucker? What the fuck?
with
Who's this new bitch Borderlands?"
with World of Warcraft. So what's funny is people have been like, I want classic, but let's add these quality of life things you've done to the from the newer game.
No, I'm just saying the quality of life.
Oh yeah. Let's add the quality of life then, and
People
are
mad or
Well, yeah. There's
Yeah,
there's
they're
like
mad.
there's like the hardcore fans where it's like, no, I want exactly the way
It was.
it was,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what they've done. They have not added anything extra to this game. Like if it was difficult back then, so the whole interface, they haven't even added like their like Blizz friend BattleNet the way it was on the original. You have to go to the social tab on the game to look at your friends list, which is funny. Like, I mean, it's just just the way the game was. But yeah, like there's mods, and I don't know if back then there were mods back then, but there's a mod called Azeroth Autopilot.
Okay.
And the whole thing is you pick up a quest. It literally an arrow on your map on your screen shows up, and it tells you exactly where to go to that quest, exactly the monsters to kill, and then you go back to the quest giver, drop off that quest, and it does like a whole line. So it's like pick up these 10 quests, go through this whole entire line to do every single 10 quests, and then come back and turn in all 10 quests. So like it's just super streamlined. The problem is it's not working properly. So it'll tell you like, all right, now turn in the quest. I haven't even done the quest yet. Like, what do you mean? So I was using that one for a bit, and then it broke, was not using it. And now I picked up a different mod where it shows, it reveals the whole entire map. The whole map is not revealed to you. You have to like walk through this map to slowly reveal. It's like a fog of war type of thing. This add-on reveals the whole map, and not only that, it tells you exactly where all the quests are on the map. So I could just like, you can kind of beeline your own. You can make your own little like kind of thing to get everything. When you pick up quests, it tells you exactly where the ads that you're supposed to kill for these quests, or exactly where this item for the quest is supposed to be. It tells you like it doesn't show like the little arrow thing the way this one does.
This reminds me of Monster Hunter, the apps. Like which level are we on? Where are the binoculars?
But it's all like integrated into the actual game itself. So as long as you have the add-on and you have it on, it does all this. But these are features that like there are people playing the game where it's like I quickly leveled my professions, and I got like I was making really good gear for like someone who's starting out, and I was trying to sell it because I needed money. So I'm asking this guy like, hey, I'll sell it to you for 2 silver, which is like nothing, but I needed it to be able to like buy my skills. And the guy's like, no, that makes my game too easy. I don't want it. And he just walked off. I'm like, what? How do you? I mean, it makes sense, but I mean, this wasn't like. It wasn't anything cheating. Like I was. It's like it's standard commerce. Like I was like making an item and I can sell it to someone. Like so, it was blowing my mind. Like this guy's super elitist. Like Jesus Christ. So it was like, and that's how they are with the ads. So there's people playing the ads and they're like, or playing the game, and if you have add-ons, they're like, you're fucking cheating.
You're not
like,
a purist.
You're not a purist. And I'm like, dude, I want to play this game casually as fuck, dude. And I'm not over here trying to read all of this paragraph to find out where to fucking go. So I'm playing this game casually.
You're on the wrong server.
Are the wait times still bad, or
no? Like the server that I finally kind of stayed on. It's when I get home from work. It's high capacity, like it's like filled. But when I log in, it immediately goes into my character. It doesn't show like a wait time or anything like that. So it's cool because it's like the perfect where it's like it's full to the brim, but it's not enough for me to have to wait. So there's a lot of people on that server, so it's gonna be a lot of action. So I'm excited.
And are you playing with SWP?
I'm playing with that same group, but we haven't made the group yet. We're all kind of so spread. Like almost none of us have been online at the same time.
Jeez.
So, and like the number one guy is level 28 as of last I saw him, and the max is 60. So it's taking a while.
What are you?
I am 23.
Okay.
Damn.
So it's taken a damn long time.
Yeah.
But someone already hit max level, right?
The first person to hit max level was a mage, which is what I am, and they proceeded to delete their character after they made it.
What?
They hit level 60, and then they deleted their character.
Elitist.
I don't understand people that play WoW why they think like.
Well, I think this guy.
You got the purists, you got the nihilists,
and you got the trolls.
Dang.
No, I think this. He's a streamer, so obviously everything for him is content. So I don't know if he streamed 24/7 or what, dude, but he got it within the first week. He got level 16 within the first week, and then
Bot.
I saw like a news report on it.
Yeah.
And I go to his channel and I see the clips, and there's a clip where it's like he's trying to delete his character, but people are mailing him stuff, and when he gets mail with an item, he can't delete a character.
Oh
it says like, please remove all your mail before you delete your character. So he's like, delete, and it's like enter. You can't do that until you remove it. So he logs in, gets all of his mail out, goes back, deletes it, same message. He's like, what the fuck? And people kept sending him mail so he can delete his character. But yeah, like he got level 60,
Wow.
deleted his character, and I don't know if he did it
starts
solo.
over. It's level 60 again.
I think that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna start over again. I don't know if he did it solo though, but at the end, like the last 3 levels, he was doing everything by himself. He was like getting a huge crowd of enemies, just dropping like a blizzard on them, killing them all at the same time,
Wow.
doing it all over again. He just kept doing it over and over until he got
crazy.
max level. But yeah, World of Warcraft for me. I haven't watched any movies. It probably when it comes out, which is next week, I think.
It's this week.
This week, before this podcast. What have you been up to, Jay?
Still chipping away at Amnesia. Game's scary. I mean, it's not like Visage, but it's scary.
Okay.
And Visage still it perma affected me. It's still affecting me. Finally beat Near Automata. I was like, fuck these side quests. You know what's fun? You know what's funny though? Was I was playing and I was like, oh, just one, and it did one. And then, yeah, you know what? I don't like the side quests. Like,